Good morning or afternoon, whenever you see this. I know if you spend much time online, you see all kinds of invitations. Invitations to make big money, invitations to invest in cryptocurrency and to make money while you sleep. And then there's other motivational approaches that talk about crushing this and crushing that. And it all feels, at least to me, so frantic, so noisy, and like the only way to win at life is to go in screaming and shouting every morning, every day. Rah! And I used to do that. I really did. I created a process to get myself all energized and hyped up every day. And went in to crush my goals. And I was successful. Okay, I was successful. So I'm not saying that doesn't work. Work in terms of crushing your goals. At least for me, what happened was two things. One, I crushed the goals. Wah! Number two, I was exhausted a lot. I was worn out. When things didn't go like I wanted, which happens all the time to you, to me, to all of us, I was frustrated. I was convinced there was something wrong with me. So then I would get even more, sometimes bordering on anger. And I never found that to be powerful, successful, beautiful, happy, good, loving, kind. I didn't feel good. You know what I mean? Oh, it felt great to get the goals, felt great to get the cash. I remember golfing with a fellow. Golf, I don't know, for some reason, for some people, I guess it's some kind of a religion. But I enjoy golfing. I'm not particularly good, but I enjoy it. Anyway, golfing with this one fellow, every single shot felt like a cliffhanger ending on that old Series 24, where everything was always life and death at the moment the episode ended. And, cliffhanging, breathing, oh no, you have to wait a week. Back in the years. Now, if you watch it now, you can, of course, binge watch 3 or 4 or 5 episodes and get to where it's less of a cliffhanger if you want. I started watching a little while ago and gave up. I don't need that level of drama and excitement. I don't find it helps my productivity, and it's certainly not entertaining anymore for me anyway. So I started thinking, okay, if I can crush my goals, then I started helping people as a coach crush their goals. And you can do that. That is available. You can do it. And it is a way to get to your goals. I'm offering you an alternative to at least think about, to consider. When you think about that game face fury, I don't think that's how God created the earth. I don't think he got on a game face and went and crushed his goals when he created this earth or any other earth or when he created us. I think it was an act of pure love and service. I think it was a joyful act or process. And we don't have any idea how the divine does those things, but they happen nonetheless. And I don't think it was with any kind of hype, or any of that. I think it was simply a peaceful, loving act of creation. So I started thinking about that and said, okay, if I'm a manager in a business, how do I want to run my department? Or is there a way to get motivation, to get dedicated people, and to have joy, have happiness, have productivity and comfort? Productivity and happiness go hand in hand instead of productivity only happens if it's rough, and if it's comfortable, then everything slides. I don't know about you, but I noticed that in my life. If I raised the volume and the intensity, and I got productive, and the side effect was if things didn't go well, then I got frustrated. So that productivity came with a good side of frustration, self-doubt, and that sort of thing. I've completely changed my approach to life and to coaching. There is no need There is an intensity that comes from love. There is an intensity from being connected to the truth of creation and the divine that is inspiring, uplifting, joyful, whoa, motivating beyond any level of screaming and hyping that I ever experienced. And I went to great lengths in my years in martial arts and everything else to be extremely hypeable, hyped up, powerful, focused, and all that. So I have a good sense of what it's like to have a really high intensity of that. And there is a level of motivation and power that is 10 times that, literally 10 times that, and it comes from quietude. It comes from quietude. It comes from love. It comes from connection to the creative force of the universe. The creative force of the universe does not scream. When I receive my most powerful and profound inspirations, it is in silence. It is in stillness. It is in purity and deep connection, not excitement or drama. Rah! So how I think about this, at least, is I call it your ultimate life. And I define it as living a life where every day is full of purpose, prosperity, and joy. So there's no shortage of prosperity. There's no shortage of cash or substance or things. There's no shortage of that. But it comes as a result of peace. It comes as a result of truth. It comes as a result of connecting to the creative force of the universe in true power, because you and I, we're divine beings. We're not here by accident. We were not created with that rumbly noise. We were created in love and very intentionally. We were each given gifts, and when we stop and think about it very long, we know that. And we often get sidetracked by the sounds, the hypey sounds of the world of have more, be more, more. And you can have all that in peace, in growth-oriented things that you intentionally do to grow your capability, to grow your power, to grow your prosperity. And the way to get there is to learn to discover your divine gifts, to develop them, and then to use them in the deepest service. Service is not that rumbly, loud noise. That isn't where service happens. Service happens with love. It happens in quiet, in gentleness. It happens in a completely different container, not the intensity of that artificially created noise. So I invite you to consider. There are three things. Some people create powerful results with that very noisy intensity. And for me, like I said, when I did that, it came with a big side of frustration when things were slower or didn't work like I wanted. There is staying stuck with mediocrity, which unfortunately, it appears that a lot of folks do. I would even say the vast majority, which means way more than 50%, they live with what's obvious and easy in front of them. And they just keep doing what's there, either because they think they can't do anymore, or they're not capable, or the deck or the universe is somehow stacked against them, or they've just become comfortable. What Roger Waters in his song in Pink Floyd's song, Comfortably Numb, one of the great rock tunes of all time, Comfortably Numb. And so there's the hypey, get it done with a side of frustration. There is comfortably numb. And then there are a few who are willing to explore the very simple but rigorous path of peace, prosperity, purpose, and real joy, which brings happiness daily, not just once in a while. In being there now, I live with happiness from first breath to last breath every day in a way that I never imagined was possible And it is. And I'm so grateful and so just grateful. The gratitude explodes out of my heart every time I think about it. Purpose, prosperity, and joy. By discovering, developing, and then serving with your divine gifts. You can create business. You can do fulfilling things. You can make a difference in the world. You can work and serve any number of causes that you want to, and do it all with a peaceful, calm, centered, focused fire that is intense but not frantic, that is powerful but not noisy. That is what's available. Your ultimate life is available to every person. You were designed to have it. It's waiting. But few take up the challenge. And I wanted to make this video today to assure you that it's possible, to love you, and to invite you to look at your life and see, are you frantically attacking things to achieve results with the accompanying frustration and hectic noise? Are you living in mediocrity, which is a sad, unhappy place? Or are you truly creating an ultimate life of purpose, prosperity, and joy? Love to you. Listen to this invitation. If it resonates, it's a possibility.